Hey everyone, welcome to the Peach Podcast with Seductive Peach. And I'm your host, Seductive Peach. A lot of people call me Peach, or others might know me as Melissa Flynn. I do have a management and A&R company called the Peach Empire Agency, LLC. Any artist that are serious about their craft and willing to invest in themselves and take things to the next level, more than welcome to hit me up so we can work. All about networking. I have promotional packages, radio submissions, and all that great stuff, brand consulting, artist development, the list goes on and on and on. So if you guys are really about your business and really into the music, hit me up. You can find me here on the Peach Podcast with Seductive Peach Facebook. Also, my YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe if you're on my YouTube, and also comment as well to help the algorithm. And we definitely appreciate everyone's support. The Peach Podcast with Seductive Peach was nominated one of the best podcasts of the year. I will be dropping that link after the show for people to go vote. I'm definitely very grateful and appreciate that. And now our special guest co-host for today's show is none other than artist Doug Mormon. Welcome to the show, Doug Mormon. How are you?
I'm all right, man. What's up?
Hey, chilling, just doing it, doing our thing. Some days, you might not feel like, doing shit, and you just got to keep pushing and keep pushing, That's what it's about. So, I'll tell you, today's one of them days where I haven't been, oh, this light's like right in my face. Okay. It's been one of them days where like I really didn't feel like doing nothing, to be honest. But I'm happy, we're still doing the show. It's definitely important to let other people know we're there for them, and we all go through a lot of the same things other people go through. And I am definitely pumped up for a lot of the great stuff to come. Why don't you tell us how your day is and how your week's been so far?
Well, it's been kind of a boring week. I mean, I had a couple doctor's appointments and whatnot, but I've been sleeping a lot. I get a lot of anxiety and a lot of panic attacks, like throughout the day. So I do sleep quite a bit with that and my medication. But because of that, I've been sleeping till like 4 or 5 in the afternoon. Today
Oh
I got
wow.
Today I got up early so I could make sure that I was on the podcast.
Oh, well, I'm glad you woke up. See, sometimes we just need a good reason to wake up a little earlier.
Yeah. Plus, my little brother was blowing my damn phone up.
Okay, how is he doing?
He's all right. He's doing homeschooling now.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I actually was thinking about getting my kids into homeschooling because now they're teaching our kids things that either aren't true or things you don't even want them to know. So, and just that's a whole nother topic for another show. But
Yeah.
actually, then again, it could affect your child's mental health as well. Whatever they're being taught. Oh, what is this? I just got a notification. Give me a second. We're having trouble streaming. Okay, on my Seductive Peach Facebook page, for some reason, it's saying they're having a hard time streaming it. I'm so tired of you, StreamYard, if you don't get your stuff together, because I know I just pay my bill too, so y'all better be on your shit. So, one thing I do like about StreamYard, I gotta say though, is they do allow you to like stream from multiple different platforms. So right now we are live on my main Facebook page, Melissa Flynn. We're live on the Peach Podcast with Seductive Peach Facebook page, and my YouTube, Seductive Peach. Please make sure you guys do subscribe to that YouTube. Anyone that is watching the show that wants to come up, I can send you the link. And if you guys want to discuss, how you cope with your mental health, or how you want your loved ones to help you or understand you better, please feel free to hop on, or make a comment. Comments help the algorithm too. We definitely appreciate the support. In the meantime, I just want to point out that, no matter what anyone is going through, keep pushing. Don't ever give up. You're going to make it. Even when it feels like you have no one there, um, keep pushing because you always have yourself, and, not to get spiritual or anything, but if you believe in a higher being, I know for me personally, I know God's always there for me, even when no one else is. And that's, I'll leave it at that. But, sometimes we feel like giving up when things ain't going right. You expect them to go a certain way, and then things just bad keep happening back to back to back to back. And, it does make you, even the strongest, most patient person, it does make them lose hope. Um, and, I also feel like it's important to remember that no matter what people tell you, and I've been saying this for a second now, no matter what people tell you, go on their actions, go on what they show you, because people can sell you a dream, hopes and dreams, which has happened to me. People can sell you hopes and dreams. And then when it comes down to it, you just see who's really there for you and who's not. So, I definitely do appreciate those that are there for me, and appreciate, um, those that have really been a big support since I've moved. I did move to Atlanta, for those who are wondering. I did move to Atlanta. So any artist in Atlanta too looking to do some shows or get an interview or anything like that, definitely hit me up. Um, Also, like I said, we have promotional packages, radio play submissions, a lot of stuff available for artists to level up. It's up to the artist, though, to, of course, you know, do what they need to do at the same time. So, um, actually, did you come up with your design for a logo? I actually got a dope idea for your design too. I was going to talk to you about after the show. Okay.
I
Um,
sent you.
no, you did,
I
but
sent you the first one, which we decided not to. Then I sent you a second one, and
right,
you asked me if I wanted to use that logo.
right. I said, do you want to? Sure, you want to use that one forever. But when I tell you my idea, well, you can go with that one if you want. That's up to you, of course.
Oh no, I'm definitely down to hear an idea.
Yeah, but I definitely
So
have
after
a dope
the
idea. I just got a dope idea for you actually the other day. So I'm gonna share that with you after the show. I do
oh,
that as well. For those that don't know, I come up with different design ideas for logos and things like that as well, and for brands. So but why don't you tell us how you cope with your mental health when you're having a bad day, maybe don't feel like getting out of bed, what helps motivate you and get you moving?
um, well, I mean, I don't like getting out of bed because I ain't got shit to do. So if I at least find myself something to do, like the night before, plan it out, it'll help me get up in the morning. But for the most part, I mean, I play video games. I mean, I smoke weed. I like to ride my motorbike. So finding ways to occupy myself is a big thing to helping me cope. Is just keeping my mind occupied because I
Hmm.
personally have wicked ADHD. So
Oh yeah.
focusing isn't easy, but when I can manage to do it, like
Hmm.
if I play a video game and I can manage to just chill out and focus, it's good. But some days, man, I can't focus on anything.
Yeah, sometimes this light on the ceiling is like glaring. I'm live on Instagram too, and I'm just not liking the way this light is. Okay, I back up a little. It's not too bad. But anyway, yeah, sometimes, especially with ADHD, it's important to keep your mind occupied all the time. I actually like to keep myself busy a lot because it helps me too, in a way. But then again, sometimes I feel like I keep myself so busy to ignore things that I need to deal with, So it could be a good thing and a bad thing. Um, a good thing, especially for ADHD, it could sometimes be a bad thing if you're just ignoring different things you might need to work out within yourself or talk about. Um, I remember, um, after I lost my father, I was in a really bad place, but, to like not deal with it or not even believe it, or like I came into this, like I found myself just trying to keep myself extremely busy all the time, you know, and, it's better sometimes to take that time to mourn, um, and to, mourn and reflect and everything, and, just take your time. Um, because sometimes when you don't deal with certain things and you ignore them, they're still going to come back, at you in another way, shape, or form. So, um, you definitely always deal with your emotions, and if you don't feel like you have someone to talk to, talk to the higher being you believe in, or get a counselor, get a therapist, or whatever, someone to talk to, or a close friend that you feel like you can trust. It's always good having a friend or somebody that you can trust and really talk to and open up to. Just even sometimes feeling like someone's there for you, could be a major help, major help. So, definitely everyone watching, please make sure you guys share the live. Also, if you're on Instagram, please make sure you guys not just share this live, but you can go on Facebook on the Peach Podcast with Seductive Peach, and also share and follow there and comment and all that good stuff. Um, so, um, it's just so important, especially when you lose somebody, to take that time to mourn. And, what I mean by sometimes it might come back, in another way, is like you might be dealing with a bunch of other different things, but then like all those different emotions and different things that you've been kind of trying to block out by staying busy, would just come all at once, to and affect you in a major way. So, sometimes it's just important, like I said, take that time to mourn, take that time to, find someone you can trust and talk to. Sometimes it's hard to find that person you can really talk to, because a lot of people will throw things back in your face later, or, not everyone is really there for you the way they say they're there for you. Or, someone gets mad at you, they say things that they will definitely regret later. Because I am a forgiving person, but I don't forget, you know, different things. So, it's really important to watch your words too with people. Um, be careful what you say to people, because sometimes, even if they do forgive you, they're never going to forget not just what you said, but the effects it had on them. So, I think it's very important to, take your time finding that one person you really feel like you could trust, that's not going to be just throwing stuff back in your face, or, saying, oh, well, I did this for you, so now you have to do this. And that's another thing. Don't do things for people if it's not really out the kindness of your heart. And I feel like you can't really say you did something for someone out the kindness of your heart if you're able to like just throw it back in their face at them when you get mad at them or something, so, there's like so many different things that you really need to be careful with, whether it's your words, your emotions, how you react with people, and definitely, like we've stated before on the show, if you guys, need someone to talk to, we're always here. We understand, well, me personally, I'll speak for myself. I have anxiety sometimes and stuff. A lot of people don't know that, but I have anxiety big time sometimes. So, I try not to, I guess you could say, really deal with it, but really you have no choice but to deal with it, especially if it starts affecting your breathing and everything else on top of it. It could definitely affect your health. Like your mental health is so key and core, because if your mental health isn't 100%, then your physical health might not be 100%. It could affect you physically as well. So, it's definitely very important to have healthy mental health, and take care of yourself. Meditation is, I feel like, very helpful. I haven't met one person that could say that meditation wasn't helpful. Um, Please let me know if it hasn't helped you. But anyone I've ever met that does meditation, it does really seem to help. Like before you even pick up your phone, like I had to get myself out of the habit of just grabbing my phone when I wake up. Like that's a habit a lot of people have. And I try to like break myself of that. Instead of grabbing my phone, taking a few minutes to myself, taking like even if it's 20, 30 minutes to just meditate, you know, sit there, put on some what's meditation, sit there, close your eyes, try to clear your mind. There's meditation music you can even look up on YouTube, or you can even listen to any kind of relaxing music that's relaxing for you. Sometimes, even instead of regular meditation music, I might listen to jazz. That's like one of my personal favorites. Um, so, you know, it's just sometimes so important throughout your day, even. Like, I feel like if you meditate in the morning when you first get up, it can help your day be more effective completely. Like I've definitely experienced my days being way more effective and productive when I've actually taken that time in the morning to meditate and actually taken time to just, clear my mind and everything. Because you never know 1 minute to the next, how things are going to go throughout your day. And you have to be able to deal with it and cope with it, no matter what position you're in. So it's definitely important to meditate. I feel like meditate, have that person you can talk to, um, maybe have a hobby or something that does keep you busy, maybe keeps your mind occupied, especially with ADHD and things of that nature. Why don't you tell us one of your stories about when you've had an episode, like maybe a manic episode or something that's really affected you, um, and how you got through it.
Well, I guess for an example, when I was 18, I was in a really abusive relationship and stuff, and the girl cheated on me one night. Like she got really drunk and cheated on me. So when she came back to the hotel room, she was from the room next door. She was like kind of like adjusting her bra and everything, clothes are hanging halfway off. She was all drugged up. So I didn't confront her about it until the next morning. And when I woke up in the morning and confronted her, things escalated and I got triggered. And I wasn't even thinking about it, but I punched out the mirror. I destroyed the shower and the tub. I smashed out. I threw a stand through the window, threw a TV at her, destroyed everything. And I was just in such a rage. So I used to be a really raging person. I mean, now I'm pretty chill, but that's mostly because they give me meds. And
Hmm.
there's people out there who think that, oh, this med, I've been taking it for a week and it hasn't helped me. No, it takes a lot longer than just a week for the meds to settle in. And a lot of people don't realize that.
Hmm.
Even for the longest, I didn't at one point. But I've
Hmm.
been on my whole life. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And meds can be helpful, meds can be dangerous. But that's why, like, I'm almost 5 years sober. You know what I mean? And my doctor takes that into account.
Hmm.
I'm lucky. Let's put it that way. I have a good doctor. I mean, I have a good therapist as well. I got a lot of my life together that I wasn't able to do before because my mental health wasn't in check. And now that, I mean, I live at home with my parents, I live with my mom, my stepdad. But you know what? They've been there for me for a long time through a lot of hell. And a lot of the times I feel like I wake up or even at random spots in the day, I just feel like I'm afraid to be alone. I'm afraid of something happening to them and leaving me alone to fend for myself and be there with them. You know what I mean? And
Hmm.
it's frustrating, especially when you're somebody who lives alone. You know what I mean? I don't have a lot of friends. I don't like a lot of people. But at the end of the day, I don't go around trying to make my problems other people problems.
Hmm.
but I have some people who've been going through it with me for years.
So
My
what made,
birthday.
one question real quick. What made you wait till the next day to even question her if it was something that you were suspicious of?
Well, I actually caught her in the act. I saw her through the window. I creeped out of my room because I was high and I had passed out, and I saw them in the room doing it.
Oh,
But I
yeah.
didn't talk to her about it till the next morning because she was very intoxicated, and I was not going to get through to her.
Right. And you knew that, so you just decided to wait until you both sobered up a little bit to try to talk to her about it.
Yeah, it didn't go very good.
So, how would you say you coped with that? Did you go to the doctors after that? Did you have to go to the police station after that? Like, did you get on meds right after that? Like, how did you cope with that situation?
No, they didn't really start. Like, I was on and off meds my whole life, but for the past about 5 years, I've been like on the same meds. But like that's another thing. It took me a long, long time for me to be able to find a doctor who understands what I go through and works with me a way that all the others haven't.
Mm-hmm.
And this doctor I see, he's been phenomenal. He's very knowledgeable in my situation. He's very trusting of me. He's very open, very honest, and he's always willing to work with me. It's not just like, you take this, don't care what you think. It's more like, here, why don't we try this if you're open to doing that? So he treats me respectfully. I've
Right.
seen a lot of doctors not be very respectful.
Mm-hmm. Oh, most definitely, because they have this cocky attitude like they know everything. And, you definitely know your body more than anybody. And it is hard to find a good doctor nowadays, it seems like. So anyone in the medical field that, I hope, this can reach some of them, to know that like respect is, you got to respect your patients. You might have 100 patients a day, or 50 patients a day, but that doesn't mean don't respect each and every one of them. Everyone should be shown the same love and respect and consideration and understanding and patience. It is hard to find a good doctor. It's hard to find a good therapist. Um, in general. So I think it's definitely, cool that you finally found someone that's, really working with you and helping you along your journey, and that you finally found some meds that actually help. And that was a really good point that I wanted to point out, is that your meds aren't going to work like within a week. You do got to give them like a good 3 weeks or so. The doctor will even tell you give them 2 weeks or more to really start feeling the effects of them. So, you just got to be patient and keep taking them the way your doctor has prescribed. And you will see a difference. And, sometimes it doesn't mean you got to be sometimes on meds forever, but sometimes it might just help you come out of a depression or help you come out of this funk that you were in. And then, you talk to your doctor about weaning you off when you feel like you're ready to come off of them. But, you know, um, some people say, oh, why are you encouraging medication? Because some people really, really need it. That's no joke. And some people might not. Some people might be okay with just having someone to talk to and doing meditation. And you can eat healthy and you can exercise and all that good stuff, but that doesn't mean that's going to change your mental state, especially if it's very severe issues you have. So when it comes to people with very severe issues with their mental health, of course, if it's going to help them get back on track and be able to live a regular life, it's definitely important and something to take into consideration. I used to not be a big advocate for it, but then, you really see there's some people that really do have some issues that need it, and nothing's wrong with that. Like, no one should feel ashamed either if, okay, you need, some kind of medication just to help regulate your mood or whatever until you can, maybe start being okay on your own. But you don't ever stop those meds either without consulting with your physician first either. Um, and hey, everyone, I hope everyone's having a great day. I appreciate everyone that's joined too. Also on Instagram, please make sure you guys share the live. Um, so yeah, it's definitely important, to remember, there's different ways to cope too. Some people might, read a book or write. Writing's very therapeutic. Some people might meditate, or call their friend to talk to, or whatever. Just don't ignore those feelings you're having or any issues you're having. Deal with them, because sometimes when you ignore them, you can end up in a worse situation than you were already in. So it's definitely important to take care of your mental health and don't ignore it. um and is there anything else that you wanted to share for today's show? Any shout outs you want to give?
Shout out to I want to give a shout out to King Wavy. I want to give a shout out to Solo, and I want to give a shout out to Peach.
Hey, shout out to you for being my co-host on the show for mental health awareness. Definitely appreciate you. And yeah, shout out to King Wavy and Solo Nitty Gritty. Those are artists as well that have also been on the show before, and they are dope artists, but they also, have shared their experiences with mental health too. And they're definitely really great people, that are willing to be supportive and be there if you need someone to talk to. So definitely shout out to them as well. Um, and I want to give a big shout out to everyone that is supportive of us and everyone that is there for us. We definitely appreciate it and we're very grateful. I just did a post earlier today on my Facebook that I'm sure a lot of people are talking about. Um, and that is, if you're going to tag me in a post, because I have a ton of people that just tag me, and I'll go show love, but then I don't get that same love in return. So I'll even say it right here on the show live. If I'm not seeing that same support though and love in return, I will fall back, because at the end of the day, we all need to network and collab, and we all need the same support as the next person. Just don't tag me, if you're not gonna like my stuff back and stuff like that. I actually think I might cut off the whole tagging thing where people can't even tag me at all, because then my page gets filled up with all these people tagging me and I'm not even getting the same support from a lot of them. So with that being said, we are going to wrap the show up for today. Have a lot of things to take care of right now, but I do want to say again, thank you to everyone. We are grateful for the appreciation and the support that we do get. Don't forget, we have those monthly promotional packages and also radio play packages and everything in between that you might need to level up as an artist. Just, remember, you need to have a budget, as an artist. It's important to have a budget. You might have a really good song, but don't expect everything handed to you on a silver platter either. You would think that goes without saying, but it definitely needs to be said sometimes. So, definitely appreciate everybody tuning in, that's tuned in. And I would like to take this time to play a video or two real quick, and then we're going to wrap things up.
I'll hit you up in a little bit too.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm gonna call you too in a bit too about that idea I had as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Give me a call.
Definitely will. Thank you again for coming on the show.
Of course.
Yo, it's your boy Trill in the building, man. I want to give a major shout out to the Peach Empire and to Melissa Flynn, man. Major movements on the way, man. Hey, man, artists, man, get your packages today, man, for promotion, marketing, and everything in between. Let's go.
Shout out to Trill Will. That's my project manager with the Peach Empire. Appreciate that shout out. We definitely have a lot of dope packages to help you artists. And we are both big advocates for mental health. Also tune in to the Trillian Show every Wednesday at 3:30 p.m. Eastern. I do co-host on the show and Trill Will's the host. Also, tune in every Monday at 3 p.m. Eastern. We usually do 3 p.m. Eastern. We started a little late today for the Peach Podcast with Seductive Peach for mental health awareness. Also, any artists that want to book an interview on the show, I do still do artist interviews as well. Definitely hit me up. Also, we do interviews on the Trillion Show, so hit me up if you'd like an interview on there. And also, shout out to DJ Larry Jones with the Power Hour that I am managing right now. And if you would like to book an interview with him, which is also a very dope show, hit me up so we can get that interview booked too. Now, if you artists are looking for exposure, I'm giving y'all these platforms for exposure now. All you got to do is book it. So hit me up. All the tools are right in front of you, you know. It's really about you taking initiative, you know, and that's my word for today is initiative. Take initiative. So we're going to wrap things up for today. And until next time, love your faces, keep shining, keep pushing, and keep your head set. One more thing that I need to mention before I end this podcast, and that is if you are interested in traveling for less, hit me up to book your next trip. Or if you're interested in really making a lucrative income and being a travelpreneur, a travel professional, hit me up as well. A lot of dope incentives and benefits, and it's just completely amazing. You can work from home. We have a Zoom meeting actually at 6:30 p.m. Eastern coming up in about 2 hours. So anyone that's interested that catches this, we have Zooms every day though, like every day. So whenever you do catch this, hit me up. I can send you the Zoom link for the presentation and, you know, we'll get you started. So until next time, y'all, stay blessed.